Hey, Lex here. So we got the Real Deal promo. We'll talk about the economics and what you should do to look to invest, make coins, that kind of stuff. The cards themselves, Carl Weathers, the login rewards, upgrade tokens, all that stuff. I think like right off the bat. Okay, so I'm gonna go over the cards in a little bit, and we'll talk about them as we go. But I'll just talk about some overarching Madden stuff and MUT stuff right now. Okay, so firstly, we're going to reveal a quarterback, and maybe it's the Steelers quarterback. Maybe that's why it's salty. We got a quarterback on Monday, too, but none of them are better than a quarterback we got, a few months ago in February, right? With that combine bow. I think it was right at the end of February. And I know there's this overarching, widespread popular belief in MUT, and it is true that you're always on a treadmill to improve your team, to get better, and, it's hard to just have your cards and play with them long term. And I get it. It's absolutely true. And this time of year, we're losing a lot of people. And I still think, in my opinion, we should still be getting better cards, right? It feels like we've been stuck using the same cards over and over. And for people that maybe play once every couple of weeks and they just have their combine team, they come back to it, maybe come during on a Thursday for a promo, play a few solos. Cool, but for the real dedicated ones that are playing, I feel like they should still be improving the power level of some of these cards. It's frustrating to see people be like, yeah, cool idea, but none of them are really that neat, and I don't want to add in my squad since they keep ruining them with the lack of abilities. And it feels like EA has gotten willfully ignorant on what abilities are good and how the game plays. Maybe they just haven't kept up. Maybe they stopped watching Fox's YouTube channel or his streams on twitch.tv/ScottFox. So even though the cards, and I'll talk about this in a second about them, even though the cards themselves, the names are fine or whatever, the lack of pushing it forward as far as the meta and the power level is a little frustration. It feels like it's been 5 promos now where we've kind of been stagnant, and maybe they're waiting for golden tickets. When are golden tickets coming out? I don't know, but anyways. So as far as the cards themselves, right? We'll go through them. This is a login reward, Carl Weathers. I'm still a little frustrated that the free stuff is lower overall than the paid for stuff. I wish it was equal, but 97's not terrible. I'm not gonna complain about that, okay? Let's get off the complain bandwagon. Fox. Carl Weathers here's 95 speed right outside linebacker. That's a nice card. That is a nice card. You will get tokens from the field pass. We'll go through that in a little bit. Let's go back to Mikey's Twitter page. Shout out to Mikey for putting these things up and doing yeoman's work here. Burt Reynolds at halfback. Now, last night I was wrong. Burt Reynolds never played in the NFL. He played at Florida State. I ended up looking up after my video. My bad. It's tied to football. I really only wish we got NFL players. What's the point of the license? What's the point of the game? We don't get NFL players. Throw this guy in NCAA for all I care, right? Move him there. But he is here. It's a lot like Terry Tate, right? It shows that EA, the people that work on MUT don't actually want to be working on a football game. They want to work on any other project with celebrities. Give me the old steel curtain. Stop with this nonsense. Burt Reynolds, 97 speed halfback, but I guess it's football adjacent. I mean, it's college football, which is minor leagues, which is okay. I mean, Roman Reigns did actually play. He was actually on the rosters for NFL teams last night, so he's okay in my book. I don't know why. That's my line. But Burt Reynolds, halfback. There we go. Terry Bradshaw. Now we're getting to the real football players, and I think these are W, right? Obviously, more steals is better. The issue with Terry Bradshaw, I find, X Factor, pass lead elite, that's cool, but EA doesn't understand, if you go against somebody with a good team, they're going to have Aaron Donald, they're going to sap you, and therefore X Factor, pass lead elite, if you're relying on that for your pass velocity chem, you're dead once it gets sapped, once it gets Aaron Donald. So he's also slower than Bo. Throw on the run 77. There is roaming Deadeye, don't get me wrong, and everything. That's fine or whatever, but it sucks that he's just straight up a downgrade. Literally a downgrade with the ability buckets too. Identifier 0, Master Tactician 1 AP. Protected Gunslinger Fearless. Where's Hot Route Master, dude? It's just, oh man. For some reason, EA thinks Protected is really good. Or Fearless is really good. Why are these things 1 AP? These are not nearly good enough to be 1 AP at this stage of the game in their special buckets. All right, Nnamdi Asomugha. Okay, they gave Nnamdi, he's a man-to-man corner, 98 speed. He's nice and tall, a Mutt legend, absolute stud. But even Madden, old Maddens, people loved using the Raiders because of, well, Moss too. But Nnamdi was there, insanely good. They had a lot of speed on that team, the old Al Davis and stuff. His abilities, pick artist, outside shade, deep out zone KO. That's good. Flat zone acrobat. Does EA think Acrobat's good in Madden 24? Acrobat's trash. That should be like negative AP. They should give you an AP for putting it on your team. All right, next up. Rob Gronkowski. Matchup. Acrobat was good at 23, though. Acrobat was overpowered in Madden 23. So I could see, like, they just don't keep up with their own game. Like I said, the Mutt team doesn't play Mutt. Honorary lineman, tank, 1 AP. Those are very powerful. Matchup Nightmare is very powerful. So this is about as good as a tight end can get. Maybe you could ask for a little bit more speed, but you can get him up 98 to 99. Did I just make like a horse? With your Peyton Manning boost, if you're going to run the 3 million coin Peyton Mannings and Eli Manning's your quarterback. Bosworth. The guy who got destroyed by Bo. 95 speed, middle linebacker. Zone power, hit power, block, shed. Okay, abilities. Enforcer, which is a meh ability this year. Lurk Artist, which is, you really need Lurk Artist. Absolutely 100%. And then Avalanche Zero AP is overpowered too. So that's a good X factor. Roman Reigns. We saw him yesterday in the video. Interior threat, no outsiders. Those are not terrible. I like the no outsiders. The problem is, like, if you're playing somebody good with secure protectors, this is essentially turned off. Secure protectors are overpowered on the offensive line. Unstoppable Force with 0 AP also gets turned off by secure protectors. Thanks, Mikey, for the retweet. Fred Williamson, CB. All right, Fred Williamson. Pick artist, deep route and short route KO, flat zone and bench press. More man knockouts. They need to expand the ability buckets to not leave out zone knockouts. I just don't want to play man coverage. Okay, I do go against people playing man coverage online. It does shut me down from time to time. But it's frustrating not to have even an option for a zone. I feel like they could add just like one more zone knockout in each bucket, please, going forward. Hines Ward right here. Promo saved! Yak him up for 0 AP. That is the best receiver X factor in the game. So that's really cool to see. Mid and elite 0 AP. Armbar 0 AP. So even though armbar and bruiser and truck stick and all that stuff, not as good this year, still cool. I'll still take it. Obviously, Jukebox, aka Evasive, are the more powerful ones. But Hines Ward, he'll be an upgrade to my, 98 speed Hines Ward currently on my Steelers theme team. Go up to 99 for my +2 speed. Howie Long, run stuffer 0 AP. I wouldn't worry about that. No outsiders, good. Inside stuff, good. If you're going against somebody without secure protectors, he's a menace in the run. If you are, good luck. Hold your butt. The run's going to eat you. I can't stop the run in this game. The RPOs are too powerful with secure protectors and what's that one? Oh, linchpin. Linchpin secure protectors. Yeah, you ain't stopping the run, Jack. He's frustrated about the man KOs. They butchered the rest of the ability-wise. They've been nerfing every quarterback outside of Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning only got buffed. The only reason Peyton Manning's good now is they buffed him 15 speed after release. But you gotta spend $3 million on that, dude. Crazy. All right. Did they release? Let's take a look. All right. So here's the field pass. I was gonna ask if they released the Legend teaser, but I didn't see it. So it looks like it's a 1 week promo. Only a 95 overall B&D. This should truly just be. They should get rid of B&Ds and make them NATs or NAs now. Non-alcoholic, non-auctionable. Since there's no trade block because EA are scum. They should make them non-tradable, but you should be able to put them in sets. All right, a 95 overall should not be the highest card you can get in a field pass. If it's B&D, it should be 98. Come on, EA. Let's get good. It's the end of the year. Be more generous to your player base so they have good feelings going on the rest of the summer, and therefore they buy your product next season. This is simple. A 98 BND is not that big of an ask to engage all the way to level 10 with your promo. Okay? With this, let's talk about the market. All right. We expect, once again, 86s. I would assume it's 86s again to go up with the sets, because people do Sugar Rush sets, people do the sets. I don't know why I didn't do any Sugar Rush sets, but I got to get to that. I guess got to do 5 of them. I never did that because I guess I didn't really chase the Sugar Rush that much. But I almost completed the whole thing already. So I guess I can do the Sugar Rush sets for XP. But anyways, so 86s generally go up. Not bad investments because those are the sets. We did see some of the sets already. Let's see if I can see the sets. Here is one of them. 95 to 96 for a 98. So we'll talk about 95s in a second. Oh. But there were lower sets. It was like 89s. So those are an option. I'll be on stream today to invest in also for people doing the sets. It's like 89, 92, 92 to 95s. Auction Hub. Let's take a look at what 95s are at if you guys are looking to make the 98s. But because the 98s aren't that powerful, we shouldn't expect 95s to go to like 150 or something insane like that. 95s are up over 100K. So hopefully you guys watched my video last night and bought them at 90. I myself did not, because I just hopped right over to MLB to work that market because we're NMS over on MLB. I stream that just about every day. So yeah, 110 for 95s, which puts the price at the 98s at 550. So expect 98s to be 550 or under come this afternoon, based off current market trends. Because usually right now prices peak because this is when people are the most hyped for the promo. But because the cards are lower power level, the hype is lower, and therefore 550 seems to be the peak for the new 98s. Obviously 99s will depend on limited pack odds and the offers and stuff, but those are usually over $1 million for limited. So that's kind of what I'm thinking at for the market. Good luck on your grind today. That's the ramble. Hopefully you guys like the rants, and let me know what your thoughts are on this Real Deal promo. Peace.